I'm driving to the property and it becomes very apparent why it's been on the market for so long. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Jonathan Montgomery and I'm out here in Essex, Maryland, checking out a property and you know, this is one of those properties. What do I mean by that? So, you know, I saw this property on the MLS and I thought it looked beautiful. It looked gorgeous from the, you know, from the photos and all that good stuff. And, you know, it made me wonder because it's been on the market for quite some time. But then I'm driving to the property and it becomes very apparent why it's been on the market for so long. So we're gonna check it out. I gotta walk down the street here to get to it, but you guys follow me. We're gonna check out this place. I think it's gonna be sweet, but it's gonna stand out. So anyway, hey, make sure you subscribe to the channel and let's go look at this house. Okay, here we are. We're at the, oh no, I'm not at the property. I'm just kidding you. Okay, so I just parked over here. This is an abandoned commercial property here and you'll see I'm on the strip. I actually had to park down here because the house that we're going to, it has a gate. And when I drove up, I can't get inside the gate. But you can kind of see this neighborhood, how, you know, what most of the houses look like here. In fact, you can kind of see we're on a busy road. Right there in the distance, yeah, that property right there, that's a mobile home park. This one looks like it probably could be used, probably a mixed use. It looks like it probably has residential right now, but based on the style, it probably could also be a little commercial. You see here, we got pretty busy road and I'm over here by the liquor store and there's an old appliance center. But now I'm gonna try not to get run over and I'm getting up to this house. We're gonna see what's going on. I think once you see the house, you're gonna be like, oh, I think it's a gorgeous house, but let's check it out. There you go. I think it looks really cool, but here's the question, and I think you guys already know the answer. Does it fit this neighborhood? Would you buy this house in this neighborhood? So let's go inside. I'm gonna go find the key. It looks like we have like a little gated area, or the gate over there, I couldn't access it, you know, because I don't have whatever code or whatever there is. But I'm gonna go find the key and then we're gonna go inside and check out this house. Okay, I found the key and got the door open, so let's go check this house out. We got some nice stairs, get your exercise in. We got this nice sized porch here. That's not too bad. Okay, got some shade, which is good. It is hot these days. All right. Okay, so now this is different. I was surprised that the floor plan is not wide open as soon as you walk in. I actually kind of expected that, which tends to be the trend nowadays. But this one, we have some rooms, you know, it's subdivided or divided or something to that extent, a little bit different. So let's check it out. Let's see what they have here. All right, first we have, all right, it's just a closet, coat closet when you first come in. I think that this house is brand new construction. I'm pretty certain of that. Got our rails here. Now this is certainly builder grade product here, okay? All right, let's see what we got here. Another closet. Some more closets. Wow, we got a lot of closets. Okay, so we have our furnace here. Now we're over, there's a reason this house is up on the level over here in Essex. It's up on stilts rather. Okay, so here we have a bedroom and lots of light. We're kind of off the front. We're gonna basically catch some of that traffic noise as people are driving by. from this one. Here is our bathroom. All right, not too bad. Here's our lighting package again, builder grade, which is not bad. I mean, this is a contemporary look, pretty modern. And this shower here. I'm not gonna turn this one on today. All right, I wanna see what else we have in store. I like the large tiles on this floor. That's pretty cool. That's where you can tell they spend a little money so you can get a larger tile there. And that's typically where you wanna, if you're fixing up a house, you can splurge on the small areas like the bathrooms, and that's what brings the pop, and that's what people enjoy. All right. Huh, that's interesting. We just have this random outlet. So they must expect that somebody's gonna put a TV mounted up here. Okay, got some lighting. Let's see what's going on with that. All right, nothing spectacular. Okay, brand new house. All right, and here we have another room. Now, interesting, I'm in this room and we have a panel box here, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. Certainly lots of switches are being used. We've got a little bit of room left. But this room could easily be another bedroom, but it does not have a closet. I'm not sure why they would do that, but there's probably something that came up when they were designing this where they said, no, we can't have a closet. I could easily see where you could fit a small one in somewhere along this wall in this corner or something like that. I don't know, but they have that room with no closet. I don't know what you guys might think about that. That might be a turnoff for me. And then we have another bedroom here with a closet, of course. So yeah, this house has some, it's kind of interesting what they got going on. And then they have the outlets for the TVs, potential TVs. And then we have our bathroom, which is shared. I like that cabinet, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Huh, that's interesting. The piece is, it's clearly new. This is a new style, but it kind of has a retro look. I think that's pretty cool. I wonder if they actually did something. Nah, that's new. I'm not trying to fool myself. All right. Okay. So, wow, it's interesting. We've walked into this house. We got a lot of closets, have yet to get to a living room, which I think is kind of fascinating. All right, washer and dryer area, or laundry room rather. There isn't a washer and dryer, but laundry room here. So when we walk in, okay, they went with the cool tile. That's a nice tile. All right, okay, bedroom. Yeah, I'm really surprised here. All right, so we have bedroom with the builder grade lighting. I think it's fascinating they went with that. I mean, you can splurge a little bit on maybe a chandelier or a nicer fixture, for this room. I mean, they have built-in surround in this room, and all right. Look at that. Here's our shower and bathroom. This is a pretty nice tub. I like it. This is a It's not ceramic or anything like that. And the big shower. All right. Do I feel like getting my feet wet? Sure. Why not? Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. It's not coming on. Probably not doing it right. There we go. They have it on the they have it on the wand. All right, so I know where I can stand and not get wet. Let's see if we can do this right. Is it coming in? I didn't pull it out that much. Okay, there we go. Got the waterfall. These are always fun to take showers in. We have one at our house. And uh-oh. Will the water turn off? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. It just has a little extra in there. It'll come out. It's gonna stop. I'm not worried about that. Okay. It better turn off. I hope it does. I tell you, sometimes you just wonder about these houses. Okay, now give you a little sneak peek, which, there we go. We have our own deck and balcony, and it looks out to the water out there. We're gonna go out there a little bit later. They have a patio pad over here too. That's cool. Oh wow, so this is the same porch that goes all the way around. I thought it was gonna be a private porch, or balcony rather, but it's the same. So that's why they have we're on stilts in this house. But it is interesting that you come in and everything, all of the bedrooms, or at least so far, everything on this level is bedroom and bathroom. Oh, wait, let's check out the closet. This is nice. Gave us a decent sized closet with the closet finished out. That's not bad. I like that. You got in some natural light coming in. The shelves, everything's done for you. So whoever buys this house, they don't have to worry about that. This is for all the sneakerheads. Or maybe this side is, I don't know. It's for the shoes. All right, now, oh, okay, this is our setting for our volume control. All right, let's see, am I missing something? And then we have, looks like another room that could be used as a bedroom. It might be a little tight, but I could see somebody saying, hey, let's turn this into a bedroom. They have it set up for, potential TV entertainment area right here. But then you have this big window, so I'm not sure what they expect. They're gonna plug in. I guess they're saying, yeah, you can bring a TV in here and it's gonna just sit way low. All right, so we're kind of off the same area. Okay. Yeah, so this room is interesting. So we have two rooms. We have this one that most people would probably consider using as a bedroom or a den. And then we have that other small room that was down at the other end here. Got a lot of rooms. And then here we have another closet. Interesting layout. I would have to say that this is a bit unconventional. I'm a little bit surprised. But let's see what we have up here. I'm going up these stairs. Yep, and this is where all of our hangout areas are. And I have to tell you, this is a nice space. This is really cool. I'm digging it. All right, let's start over here. What do we have? Okay, it's a closet. All right. I'm kind of surprised they actually put a locking handle on this closet. I don't know why, because you unlock it from that side. There's no keyhole. All right. Okay, we're gonna go this way. All right. I'm gonna kind of see what's going on. So this is our main living area here. Got the cool fireplace. Let's see if I can figure out how to turn this on. All right. Nope, I cannot. There's probably a remote around here somewhere. What if they have it back there? Nope, I don't see it. All right, but this is set up. You could put a TV up here. I saw the outlets and the plugs and everything for that. And this is our big living area. So, you know, you guys know how it is with my wife. She likes where you're not walking into the living area. This qualifies, you know? You come in the front door, you're going in someone's bedroom. I don't know if that's the idea, but here's our dining area. And you know what? They did this tile, this backsplash. I guess you can call it that. Let's see if we can see how the lights look on this area. Am I catching it? Am I missing something? I think I like that. That is cool. Man, this is all one piece. That's interesting. Yeah, man, this is nice. You know, so, okay, no, it's not one piece. There's a second piece up here. I can see the seam right where my finger is. I don't know if you guys can see that. But, you know, it's really interesting because that's not cheap, okay? And again, it surprises me that they missed on those bedrooms with those light fixtures. You know, you can just get something, it doesn't have to be super expensive, but something that gives a little flair or pop. When you're gonna do this and, you know, you do it in this area, you can certainly do it with your lighting. And they have an abundance of lights. I mean, yeah, there's a ton of lights up here. We have our recessed lights all over this room. In fact, I guarantee you they actually doubled up on the number of lights that they really need. And I think it looks cool. They're not overwhelming, but when you look at the count, it's one of those things where I've done this before. When you go and you try to design the lighting in a house, and if you go online and it'll tell you need certain number of lights for a certain number of space. They probably did that in this one. And then what you realize is that those online products, those software products, they tend to overestimate. And so I guarantee you probably need half of these lights and you'll get the same amount of lumens in this room. But again, let's go look at this kitchen. I think this is fun. This is cool with the design here. They didn't go with just a plain just a plain white. They took a little bit of a risk. That might be a turnoff to some buyers, but I don't think it would be. This is a fun area. This is a fun room. And then we have this hood here. Yeah, it's not too bad. I like the wood. It stands out, makes it kind of, stand out. And let's see. Let me see if I can check out these drawers. Yep, we got the soft close. We got the tall cabinets. And I'm gonna need a ladder for those. I can't even tell, is there a glass in there? Yeah, there's a glass in there, okay? But that's for your lightly or rarely used items in the kitchen. We got one of these sinks. I am certainly not gonna turn that on. One of these faucets for your pasta pots. And then we have the sink here. I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, I get it. Dishwasher, okay. More cabinets. And then we have this nice fridge. This is cool. All right. It feels good because the AC is not on in this house, so I'm glad that this fridge, they didn't give me any water. I don't know what's up with that. I like this fridge. This is cool. I'm a big fan of refrigerators. I'm becoming a fan of refrigerators that don't have the brand name all over it. I like it when it's just kind of, I'm not advertising for anybody else when they come into my house. I mean, I know what these companies want you to do, but that looks good. And it's unique in terms of its design, okay? And then we have our ovens. All right, so we got our tray down here so we can use this as a microwave. All right, okay, not bad. Sweet. And I think this would be sort of a pantry area, but they didn't give us any shelves. So You gotta spend some money in there. All right, what do you guys think about this? And then of course we have this little hangout area. I mean, this little dry bar, wet bar. That's a wet bar with the sink. And then we have our beverage cooler and more drawers. So certainly this is the entertainment area. All right, now let's go back. I think we're gonna go this way. Yeah, okay. Got another bedroom. Okay. And maybe this is the guest bedroom. If you have a guest, somebody that needs to stay over, they don't want to go home, they can kind of sleep in here. And this is their bathroom. All right. Not too bad. I like this. Oh, that's cool. I like those lights. And then we have this shower. I might have to take a shower just to cool off because it is warm in this house. They do not have the AC on. All right. That's not bad. I like the decor of this home. That's my, that's just me. Now, I don't know about the floor plan. Maybe. That might be a little questionable. I want to know what you guys think about the floor plan. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have our powder room over here. All right. This is cool. Okay, I gotta go outside. Let's go check out. Oh, wait. We gotta check out this second balcony. Let's get some fresh air. They have these, all right, let me figure this out. I wish I could open that. Because I know these are cool. These are those bifold windows, and I don't want to. There we go. Yeah, baby. That's the super cool right there. Oh, what is the word for that? But you just have one big open space. So everything is, you got the fresh air coming in, especially, it's been a little hot and muggy, but if you catch a breeze off of that water over there, oh man. Yeah. This is a cool area. It feels good out here too, actually. I can catch some of that right now. Yard looks great. We're gonna go check that out. Okay, so before we go outside, we gotta go check out the lower level, the basement, which is not gonna feel like much of a basement because we're still above ground. We're not underground at all. All right, interesting. Okay, so I don't know what is going on here. Okay, so this is our garage. All right, lots of space. Interesting what they did here. It looks kind of fun. And this is a tandem, so I'm parking 4 cars in this one. So because this garage is long, all the way down. Okay, and then you got room if you had a motorcycle or something to that effect, you can kind of park that in this area. So you have room in this garage just for 4 cars and a couple of small vehicles. That's not too bad. All right, let's go out here and check this out. Yeah, this is cool. I probably should have got my shoes. I didn't put my shoes on. I'm just gonna walk through this grass. So there's our house from the back. I really actually think this is a cool house. The floor plan is a little different, but I do question the location. I wonder if that is keeping buyers from this house. I mean, the location is something you gotta take into consideration, but overall, I think it's a potentially great house, but that might be The location, I think, might be keeping it from selling. But you come out here, okay, nothing fancy. I don't know if this is deep water or not. But, oh yeah, this is cool. You can have a few boats, couple boats at least, over here. Yeah, so your own private dock. Got a little bit of a boat ramp there. Yeah. So let me go. I need to go find a place so that we can talk about the numbers. I'm gonna walk back inside, probably to that big great room, and let's find out what's going on. All right. So what do you guys think? You know, when it comes to real estate, it's all about the hits and the misses. And the three most important words are, you know, commonly known as location, location, location. I tell you, I think this house has some hits. What do I think are the hits? The hits are, I like the actual house. They were creative in some areas. They were, you know, they put some tile work or some things that they did a little differently. I think that they might have missed on those light fixtures and a couple of those awkward rooms. Now, I want to know what you guys think. As far as the location is concerned, is that a hit or a miss for you? I probably have a reasonable idea. I think the market has spoken. We're going to discuss that in a little bit. And then what do you think about the floor plan? That floor plan, you know, with all the bedrooms being on the lower level, and then the bedrooms and bathrooms on one level, and then the living room and kitchen, all that area, all that on the upper level, okay? So is that a hit or a miss for you? Another hit that I think is being right by the water. Another one is the large lot. And there was something else. I like that 4-car garage as well. That's pretty cool. I don't drive 4 cars, but if I did, you know. So anyway, this house, man, it's estimated at about 3,400 square feet. And it has 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms. I think we saw all of them. Now, a couple of those rooms are a little questionable. Are they bedrooms? They didn't have closets. How would they be used? Is that a hit or a miss? I want to know what you guys think. They're asking $1.1 million for this house. So that's about $318 per square foot. 1.1. Okay. And guess what? The house has been on the market for 100 days. That's a little long. Even out here, I'm in Essex, Maryland again. We're right by the water. I want to know what you guys think. Is this house a hit overall, or is it a miss? And what is it that you like or don't like about it? I want to read your comments. I look forward to your feedback, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up. That really helps with my, with the algorithms with YouTube and all that good stuff. And I will check you out at the next house. Peace.